If you celebrate Christmas, happy holidays. Thank you all so much for joining me in today's video. Today I'm going to be reviewing the SheGlam Complexion Pro Long Lasting Breathable Foundation. If you guys don't know, SHEIN is a super popular Asian company right now where you can buy really inexpensive clothing items, home decor, all that kind of stuff, but they now have launched a beauty part of their site, and their foundation is, I think, the first thing to launch from them. This is the SheGlam foundation, and I'm super excited to test this out. They actually sent this over to me, so thank you so much to them for sending this over. This is the all-new Complexion Pro Long Lasting Breathable Matte Foundation. The next level water and sweat-proof formula is free of fragrance and packed with non-pore clogging ingredients like CBD oil. Oh, I didn't know that. While also remaining breathable and lightweight on the skin. Each face-loving shade delivers a semi-matte, filter-like finish for a look that's flawless yet natural every time you apply it. Wear this long-wearing buildable foundation to the gym or a night out with the girls. It's a complexion perfecting pro no matter where the day or night takes you. I'm excited to test this out. They actually sent over 3 shades for me to try. So they're actually glass bottles and they come in these velvet pouches, which is really neat. I mean, the fact that, and I think this is only like 14 bucks or something. So glass packaging, velvet pouch. Okay, SheGlam, I see you. But I already have my eyeshadow done. As you can see, I used the BH Cosmetics Nice palette along with the Nabla glitters. So I have that video, I think, either coming before or after this one. So if you want to see how I got the eyeshadow look, you'll have to check out that video separately. But the shades I picked out from them are Shell, Fair, and Nude. So let's swatch these on my face to see how they look. Here we have the shade Shell, Fair, and then Nude. As you can see, Shell is like pretty much identical to my skin, but it looks like it is oxidizing a little bit, so I might mix in a little bit of the Fair shade to lighten it up. But these look pretty good. When I was putting this on, I was like, is it coming out? And I was like, oh, it's like a perfect match to my skin. So I'll be using these 2 shades today to test out. You guys know the drill. I like to apply the foundation with the Sigma F80 brush on one side of my face, and then a beauty blender, a beauty sponge, anything like that on the other side of my face to give it a fair share to see which one works the best with the foundation. So let's go ahead and dive in. What do you guys think? I went back to red for the holiday season. I like red on me better than purple, to be honest. But I mean, I like all the colors, but red I think is my favorite for sure. All right, there's one pump on my face. Let's go ahead and use the Sigma F80 on this side. Wow, that looks, I might not need to mix any of the lighter one. I'm just stippling this onto my face here. So far, this looks really, really good. I hope it doesn't break me out. I've been picking my skin a lot lately, and it's actually something I've been struggling with my whole life, is picking, like an unhealthy amount of picking. I need to update you guys on like my mental health and how I've been with all of that and stuff. But I think I'll do that in the new year for sure. But yeah, this shade is a little bit, I don't know if it's like too yellow or too peach or something, but it definitely is not like 100%. Like I need to definitely blend it down my neck, as you can see. But this looks really good, but like the shade match is pretty spot on. I just went based on the descriptions they had online, and I have to say that looks pretty decent. But the brush blended that out pretty quickly. It definitely has like a semi-matte finish like they were saying, and one pump, and I just did like another small pump to cover my forehead, but one pump covered that pretty nicely. I noticed I've been using less foundation since my skin has gotten so much better, which is a really good thing. So there's one pump, and as you can see, it is like dripping a little bit, so it's not 100% like a thick full coverage foundation. So this is the Blue Beauty Blender. So I'm gonna blend this out here. Looks a little bit more, not dewy, but a little bit shinier with the sponge, which is expected since the blender is wet. But because of that as well, like it doesn't dry down as fast, so I felt like I was able to pick up some of the product from my face and move it onto my forehead, which means I used less product. And I feel like I have a pretty decent amount of coverage. So either way, I would say brush or sponge is a good way to go. It is kind of emphasizing some of the texture that I have. I have like a lot of bumps here, so it's emphasizing some of those, and it looks like it is settling into the lines on my forehead a little bit. So you just have to move pretty quickly. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on some concealer. So I'm gonna use the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer. I need to just like use this up so I can get rid of it. There's like barely any left. So who's in here with me? Oh, it's Arlo. And I always use the sponge to blend out the concealer under my eyes. I'm gonna use, like always, the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder under my eyes. And then I'm gonna use a powder brush. This is actually the Sigma Contour Blush airbrush here, and I'm just gonna lightly dab into that powder since it doesn't have any extra coverage, and just kind of lightly set the rest of my face here. So there we go. It looks really, really good. I'm gonna get a little bit closer so you can see how this all looks. I've seen some other YouTubers talk about this foundation and saying that's one of their favorites right now, which is a really great thing to hear. I'm gonna pop on some bronzer contour. Let's go in with the Essence Contour Powder. This shade on the darker one is very pigmented. Like, this is a really nice contour palette for really cheap. I really like Essence products. See, I got a little bit too much up there. A little bit of bronzer. We're gonna use the Hard Candy Matte Bronzer here. Just to add some warmth since that contour is pretty cool toned. I'm going with a little blush. I want like dark. Yeah, here we go. This is the Ciate blush in Marbled Light Halo. I want like a dark. Still not quite dark enough, but. It's the Sigma Rose Glow Cheek Duo. I'm gonna go in with this shade Gilded. Oh, yes. And this is a Sigma Soft Blend 30 brush that I'm using. This is the Sigma liquid lipstick in the color Venom. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, she is bright red. Oh my goodness. I'm going to set my face with the Catrice HD Active spray here is the completed makeup look. I went a little bit ham on the bronzer and everything, but you know what? It's the holidays. We can do what we want. So the time right now is 3:46, so I'm gonna keep this foundation on as long as possible. The day I'm filming this is actually December 23rd, so it's gonna be Christmas Eve tomorrow, and that's when I hope to have this video up. But yeah, I'm excited to see how this foundation wears because I quite like how it's looking so far. Yeah. Oh my god! Oh my god! It wasn't a light bulb. Hello. The time is currently 11. What time is it? 38. So I've had this foundation on for 7 hours and 52 minutes exactly, or something like that. 50. Yeah, something like that. Almost 8 hours. Anyway, and look at my lipstick, looking like Miranda sings. Let's wipe this off. Resumed, and oh, you can really see the glitter, but pay no mind to the foundation that's coming off around my mouth. Oh my gosh. So I went to visit my Pore, which is grandmother in Burmese, and I call her that, and I've called her that my whole life because that's what I refer to as. And so I had a mask on for quite a while, and then I had my brother come over to help make Christmas cookies, and I had a mask on while he was here as well. So while I was talking, all the lipstick came off onto my mask and then ended up transferring up because like the mask like transferred the lipstick. I'd put lip balm on and then that made the liquid lipstick transfer all over the place and I look ridiculous. But you guys, look at the foundation. I look flawless. There is a little bit of creasing like in the lines here, but it's ever so light. Like it's not that bad at all. Like this is very, very nice. Oh, here I've got just a little bit of crustifying from just my zits and things, but otherwise like my skin looks really, really good everywhere. Like no creasing or anything like that, and it actually looks really, really good with wearing a mask for this long. Like I don't see like barely any transfer, maybe just like a little bit on my nose, but otherwise like this looks fantastic. I definitely would recommend this foundation. I'm not noticing any pustules or breakouts or anything like that either as of right now, but wow, this is pretty good. I would say this is like comparable to a drugstore foundation, and Leo's in the background getting into a box because he's not supposed to. Leo! This foundation definitely surprised me. I had no expectations for it at all, and it definitely exceeded my expectations. Like it lasted a lot better than I thought. I mean, just for having the Laura Mercier powder, like it is not like I'm rubbing, it's not even coming off on my hands. Like look at that. Thank you, SheGlam. Thank you, Shein, for sending this over to me. I am impressed. All the links to everything will be down below. Thank you again for watching. I hope you guys had an amazing holiday, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!